What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ice G3 3000 to be exact. Hey man, in the last episode we did some introduction to our new Dynasty mode in Ncaa 06. We introduced you to the university, to our head coach, and the rosters. And this week we're going to actually get into some gameplay for our first week. But before we do that, let's actually take a look at our schedule and see what type of competition we got going into season 1. Alright man, so looking at our schedule for the first season, we've actually got our strength of schedule ranked at an A-, which just lets you know for season 1, we're going to have some pretty good competition. So we're hoping to have some good games and come out with some good victories. But right off the bat in week 1 in our home opener, we're going up against Buffalo. And this is going to be a game where we're also going to unveil our new stadium. And we're really hoping to make a statement here and just get the fans and the crowd rocking and kind of establish our presence in college football. You know, this is our first game, so we're really looking forward to that. Then we're going to go down to North Carolina and try to get a victory on the road, one of our first road games. And this game actually right here is probably going to be a pretty good matchup. North Carolina's got a really good team and they've been building things up. We've been watching them and we're really excited to actually match up with these guys and hopefully be able to pull out a road win there. And so we're really excited. So then after that, we're going to have a bye week. Then we're getting right into some stiff competition, also some conference play in Colorado. We're going to Colorado to go see Coach Prime and his dogs, or as he likes to call them. So that right there is going to be a game that you do not want to miss. It should be high-powered offenses going at it, and it's going to be really fun, really exciting, and we're ready. Then after that, we're going to have another bye week right before we get into some real stiff conference play, going to Oregon. Actually, Oregon coming to us. And let me tell you right now, if you know anything about Oregon, if you watch their program over the years, this is a team full of speed. This is something that they bank on. They've got a really good recruiting class, man. I'm talking about they got athletes all over the field. So this is going to be actually probably a tough game for us. But like I said, we ain't ducking no smoke, man. We're ready for whatever. So then right after Oregon, we're going to go to Washington State, which is actually an in-state school. Not quite a rival yet, but it's something very interesting to look at and watch throughout the season as it progresses. Just with us being as close as we are, you know, things can happen. Stuff can pop off at any moment. You know what I mean? We're a very competitive team. And you'll see, we actually don't mind a little bit of trash talk. Coach Hughes is not against trash talk at all. But only thing he asks is that we back it up. So we're looking forward to that game at Washington State. Hopefully we can pull off a victory. Then going into week 8, we're going to go to Arizona, which we actually got this game circled on our calendar as a game we should win. We feel like we've got a better roster here. Some of our athletes probably can be a little bit more explosive for this Arizona defense, but we don't want to count any chickens before they hatch, you know what I mean? So we're definitely going to show up to play. We're definitely going to do everything we need to do to get that victory. Then in week 9, we're going to play Arizona State on our home field, and this is actually a team that's ranked in the top 25. Say what you will about the program, but this team is actually garnered the respect of, you know, the rankings around the country. So we're going to have to show them that same respect and definitely prepare for that game and be on our A game, because we don't want to let this one sneak up on us. So then after that, we got UCLA coming to the home turf. And this is a game where this team is not ranked as Arizona State is, but we don't want to sleep on them. If you know anything about UCLA, man, it is a storied program, and just the gravity of that school alone is going to bring athletes to that program, right? We already know some great athletes that already come through there. Some guys even taken to the next level from there. So UCLA is a game that we're definitely going to have to prepare for and be ready, but we feel good about going into it. Now, week 11, we got number 1 USC at USC. So we're going to be on the road going to try to beat the Trojans. And let me tell you right now, I am worried. They're ranked number 1 in the country for a reason, man. And we're going to have to play a perfect game, in all honesty, if we want to squeak out of there with an upset victory. But hey, it's one of the coach's goals for the season. It's something we're definitely going to try to be doing. So then in week 12, we're going to go at Oregon State. Oregon State is actually a really good program, but we feel like we can win that game as well. And then going into week 13, Cal's going to be coming to our home turf, where we feel like we should be able to get a home victory there, protect home field. After that, we're going to go into a bye week, week 14. And then to wrap up the season, we're going to be playing UCF, kind of wrapping up Coach's story there, playing another team from Florida. And hopefully we'll be able to end the season on a high note with a victory from UCF. But yeah, man, that's the season schedule. We feel really good about it. Obviously, we're gonna have some tough games. It's gonna be a whole lot of competition. But hey, man, this is what we signed up for. This is why this school was made and why they gave us a football program. So we're gonna do what we can to make good on it. So as we were going through our schedule, you may have actually noticed something in that the University of Washington is not on our schedule. They have actually come out and said that they will not play us because they do not even recognize us as a real school. They, in my opinion, are simply afraid. Okay, it's BS if I've ever heard it before. But look, man, we are not going to let that bother us. We're not even worried about them, to be 100% honest, man. We came here in our first year and we got a lot to prove. That just adds fuel to the fire. And we are really got to come out here and prove all these doubters, all these haters wrong and make our mark in this first season. And yeah, man, so with all that being said, man, let's actually go ahead and get into our first game against Buffalo at home. All right, man, so before we get into the game, let's take a look at some of the players that we've been scouting on the other team, players to watch, presented by Sports Gear. First, we got wide receiver Young. Then we got Foreman and then McDowell on the defensive side of the ball. Both of those guys are going to be X factors and two key players to watch out for on that side of the ball. Try to make sure we don't let them make any big plays, shift momentum. But with that, let's go ahead and get into our first game of the season, man. Kickoff right here. It's going to go to Edwards. Looks like he's going to get a chance to return it, and he's going to take it out. Makes the first man miss, and then gets taken down right at about the 20. So not bad. Right at the 21, starting our first drive. First and 10, handing that thing off to Vincent. He's going to cut back to the left, make a man miss, and then get it about +4 there. Nice first carry to open up the game. So it looks like we're going to go back in single back formation, hand it off to Vincent again. He's going to cut that thing up and almost get a first down, but they mark him just short. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1 on our own 30. Let's see if we can punch that thing in. We hand it off to the left, and Vincent picks up the first down in Sharks history. You're going to probably hear that a lot, as a lot of these things are going to be first of our history. And we got Glover over the middle. And speaking of first of our history, we throw a pick trying to find Glover over the middle of the field and just didn't have enough air under that throw, and the linebacker sat in that zone perfectly, picked it off. Guys are dogpiling all over our brand new field. Refs standing there watching it all happen, doesn't throw the flag. Honestly, I wouldn't either, man. That was actually a good play by the linebacker there. But anyway, Buffalo ball on the 33, and it's going the other way. They hand it off to the running back, Dukes. Dukes takes it right up between the D-line, gets a gain of about 12 on their first play. Then we got Simmons dropping back, looking for a receiver on the right-hand side. Williams is right there in coverage, incomplete pass. Simmons drops back again. He's going to find his tight end. His tight end's going to take that thing all the way to the end zone. First touchdown of the game. Coming off of an interception by Lovelady, man. Super momentum killer. But, you know, first game of the season, man, we got some things to work on. And hopefully in the second drive here, we can kind of tighten some of that up. So we're going to go back to our bread and butter. Hand it off to Vincent. Just taking it to the left side. Gets a gain of about 4. Which is a decent start, how we started off last time. Anyway, we're going to go play action. Lovelady's got all types of time. He finds Higgins, who's wide open down on the left-hand side. Can he keep his feet in bounds? And he does. Comes down with the catch, and that is a huge completion right there. We needed something to kind of pick our spirits up, man. We were kind of getting down there, but huge play there by Higgins, who was one of those guys that I told you about. This kid, he's got something special. Anyway, 1st and 10 on our own 14. Looking for points here on this drive. We got Vincent in the backfield. We're going to hand it off. He's going to take it to the right-hand side and go all the way down. Almost gets the first down to about the 5. Just short of the first down once again. We're going to pitch it out to the left. Make one man miss. He's going to break another tackle and get the first down, showing that he has been in the weight room. And then it's going to tell you exactly what just happened. First down, Sharks. Anyway, 1st and goal on 2. Vincent was a little bit winded, so we brought Edwards in. Edwards goes in for a gain of about 1. 2nd and goal. Edwards gets the ball again. He's going to muscle his way into the end zone for the Sharks' first touchdown of our season. He actually had to work for that one, but hey, man, we'll take it. Score tied 7-7. Buffalo got the ball. Going the other way now. Let's see what they can do with it. They go play action and hit the tight end again over the middle. Barr takes it for about 15, man. That Simmons to Barr connection is looking like something we need to pay attention to. But anyway, First and 10 on our own 45. Coming to the end of the first quarter. Simmons gets a high snap, is able to handle it. He throws it down the field, connects with Jackson. Jackson fumbles. We don't recover. Austin picks it up and then gains another 5 probably after the fumble. Anyway, direct snap to the running back. Running back gets tackled down by McGee. Good tackle there. 2nd and 6. About 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball on the 10. Simmons is going to drop back. He's got all types of time. Getting pressured. Throws it off to the left-hand side. Young comes back behind the first down marker. Makes the catch. So it's actually going to be 3rd and 2, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. So start the second quarter, 3rd and 2 on our own 6. Score tie 7-7. Got motion off to the right, and they're going to hand it off to Barr on the left, who's going to be met by McGee right at the line, who stops him. And it's going to be 4th and 1, man. That's actually a really, really, really great play there by McGee, man. If we could hold them to 3 points off of that drive, we will take it. And we actually do. Scores now 10-7, 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the second quarter. And we're going to start our drive off how we usually do, hand it off to McGee. And we're only going to get about 2 there. Actually give us 3. So 2nd and 7 on our 20. And we're going to give it to Vincent again, who's going to pick up another measly 2 yards. But hey, man, we'll take it. Positive yards are positive yards. But we're going to have to do something a little bit different. Speaking of a little bit different, we got Lovelady dropping back. Run out of time. He's trying to find Buckley over the middle of the field, who was absolutely covered like white on rice. And so we're going to punt that thing off. We punt the ball, and the punter absolutely shanks this thing, giving the Buffalo team great field position once again on the 29. 1st and 10. It looks like the X Factor is going crazy, and he is going to break a tackle, make Matthews look like a little kid, and then does the same thing to the DB and is going to go ahead and high step that thing to the end zone. Getting some camera time, saying what's up to mom, saying what's up to dad. Having a great game, 29-yard touchdown right there. It's not what we needed to try to come back in this game, man. So anyway, we get back up, we get the ball back, trying to find Glover on the left-hand side, not able to connect there, so we're going to hand it off again. Edwards actually gets a good hole. He takes it right up the middle, and for a gain of about 12, man, that's a nice little run from Edwards. We like what we're seeing from this kid. Anyway, hand it back off to Vincent. Vincent's going to take it up for about a gain of 2. Getting those tough yards. Somebody's got to do it, man. Can't be mad at him. But anyway, looking for some trickeration. Try to find Zay Miller coming on a reverse. He's one of those guys that we want to try to find some space and see if he can make a play for us. But right there, D-line was just all in the backfield, had nowhere to go. Anyway, Lovelady's going to look for Glover. Glover looks like he might have a step, but the ball is just slightly underthrown, and the safety's able to come over the top and make that deflection there. We end up punting the ball away. Simmons drops back again. He's got a bad snap, and he ends up getting sacked. Sacked by Greer. Great pressure there, man. It's kind of what we needed. We needed to let him know that we actually playing defense today. He's just not going to be having all day in the pocket, okay? So anyway, Simmons drops back again, kind of telling us he doesn't care. And he's going to connect with Austin, who this is probably about the 4th or 5th time we called his name over on the right-hand side for a good game. 3rd and 5 on a 41. About 1 minute and 15 left in the second quarter. 2 timeouts left each team. Let's see what they're going to do with it. And they hand it off to Dukes on 3rd down, who ends up picking up the first down. He fumbles, but Buffalo recovers, and they get a first down. Ball on the 50. Clock winding down, about 1 minute left. Simmons is going to go to his left. He's going to find Jackson, who gets the first down and gets out of bounds, which stops the clock with 57 seconds left as the Bulls are trying to capitalize right before the end of the half. 1st and 10 on our own 39. Simmons drops back again. He's over on the right-hand side. McDowell catches the ball. He barely steps out of bounds, man. Man, just by a shoestring. If he doesn't step out, he might still be running. That might be 6. But anyway, McDowell, who actually plays defense, comes up with a good catch there. First down and gets out of bounds once again. Simmons dotting us up right now. Simmons drops back again, looking for that right side, and he finds Austin yet again. Simmons again looking for Austin again, and he finds him. Williams has got to tighten up that coverage, man. Austin looking like Megatron right now, and he goes back to the well, and Austin actually comes down with the catch, but he cannot keep his feet in bounds, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Simmons drops back again. He's got all types of time. He's going to find Young. Young's actually going to come back to the ball once again, and it's going to be a gain of only 2 with 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to go no huddle, 3rd and 8 on our 10. Buff's looking for points. They hand it off to Greer. Greer's actually stopped, and he's tackled down by Edwards. But let me remind you, scored our first touchdown. So he's out here making touchdowns and touchdown saving tackles. Listen, this guy can do it all. Anyway, we're going to hold the Bulls to another field goal attempt with 2 seconds left on the clock before halftime. And with that, we're going to let the score be what it is, man, not make any more crucial mistakes and take this thing into halftime, which we'll go ahead and get into our halftime show and recap what just happened. Welcome to the halftime report brought to you by WX Sports Gear. All right, man, that first half honestly could have went a lot better. Score right now is 20-7. Sharks down. Offense really kind of struggled to move the ball. Defense didn't play terrible, but we're just on the field way too long, man, and came up with a couple red zone stops. But ultimately, offense has got to do a better job of keeping possession of that football and try to give the defense a chance to make some plays, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the player of the half presented to you by WX Sports Gear. And we're going to go ahead and get that thing to Brandon Simmons, the quarterback for the Bulls. Man, this boy has been balling, okay? Totally unexpected. Did not scout this kid that much, to be honest with you. He has 121 passing yards, 10 for 12. And to top that off, he's even got a tutty. If we're going to give him a grade, we're going to go ahead and give him an A. Can't give him an A+ because there were some missed throws and things like that. But for a 74 overall, definitely going above and beyond expectations, man. Like I said, didn't expect this from him, but he's having one heck of a half. And with that, let's go ahead and see some halftime adjustments with Coach Hughes. Number one, we need to run the ball. We've had some success with that. Probably need to lean more into that when we can. Number two, no more turnovers. That's just going to absolutely kill us. And then we want to convert on third downs, get some drives going. And with that, that's going to be the WX Sports Gear halftime report. Now let's go ahead and get into the second half. All right, so to start the second half, we're going to go ahead and kick the ball off. Austin's set to receive, and he's going to take this thing up to about the 25-yard line. Simmons drops back to pass on first down, and he's going to find his tight end Barr again over the middle for a gain of about 15. Once again, we said we needed to watch that, and obviously didn't. McGee on the coverage there. He had pretty good coverage, just not able to get to the ball. Anyway, going to direct snap to Manny. Manny's going to take this thing to the left-hand side and get a first down. Tackled there by Roberts. Good hit. Then Simmons going to drop back and find Austin once again. The Austin-Williams matchup, which Austin has been winning all night. And he's going to take that in for 6 while Williams could just watch. So anyway, we get the ball back. Vincent's going to get the carry off to the right-hand side and get a good gain of about 8. On second down, Lovelady's going to drop back, rolling out to the left. He's looking for Higgins deep and then gets picked off once again by the safety Holmes, who looks like he might take this thing away. Breaks a tackle from Lovelady, jumps over another, and then high steps in for another touchdown. Back-to-back scores from the Bulls, man. That one really hurt. And we're back to our roots, running to the left-hand side for a gain of 3. Hand it off again to Vincent, who's going to find a good lane, going right up the middle. Good block there by Higgins, hitting the safety. And that looks like a gain of about 20. Good run there. Something to get the offense back in rhythm, man. We really need something to show for it. Because honestly, that pick 6 hurt us. It hurt us bad, if I'm being honest with you. So anyway, 1st and 10 on 46. Lovelady drops back to throw it. He's got all types of pressure in his face, and he's going to get sacked down by the linebacker. Loss of about 5 there. 2nd and 15. Lovelady going to drop back again, looking for Buckley on the right-hand side. He might have a catch. Let's see if they say he's in bounds, and they still looking at 3rd and 19, so they say he was out of bounds and did not get a toe in. Unfortunate, man. Good ball there. Good catch. Just not able to make the two connect. So anyways, we try to get it to Glover there, going deep. Cornerback made a really nice play. Down big like this, we're going to have to go for it on 4th down. We throw it to Glover again. Glover comes down with the catch and the first down on the big play. This is something we've been trying to do all game. Just couldn't find Glover, but we actually find him here for, I think, his first catch. First catch of the game, and couldn't have come at a better time. So anyway, play action. Lovelady's rolling out to the right. Looking for a receiver. He's got nowhere to go and gets sacked down. He probably should have thrown that one away. Trying to make something out of nothing. Loss of 10. 2nd and 20. Ball number 49. Coming to the end of the 3rd quarter, Lovelady drops back. He's looking for a receiver, looking for Glover over the middle, and we're just thankful that thing wasn't picked. It hit about 3 defenders' hands, just didn't come down with it. Anyway, Lovelady back to throw again, and speaking of not coming down with it, this time they did. Lovelady goes for his 3rd pick on the evening. Jenkins with the interception. And, man, it's looking rough. 34-7 right now, 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And you can see he just read that thing all the way. Couldn't have threw it to him any better if we were trying to anyway. Hubbard there with the good defensive deflection, covering Jackson. Then they're going to go with a play action, pitch off to the left, incomplete pass, good coverage there by the DB. Simmons drops back once again. He's got some time, looking to the left. Good coverage there by McKinney, but he's still tight and still able to come down with the ball. And then Dukes is going to take this ball up to the left. He's got a good hold. Does a spin move, and then he does the rest, man. Another touchdown, another big play from the star running back Dukes. And we are in shambles right now. Not really sure what we want to do, man. Anyway, somehow we're a 2nd and 3. Vince is going to try to do a little razzle-dazzle of his own and picks up the first down, gain of about 4 on our own 30. Looking down the left-hand side for Glover. Glover actually comes down with the catch. He hurdles over the defender, and he's still running, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Glover is going to take this thing for a huge touchdown and does a little dance in the end zone. Hey, why not, man? Go ahead and relieve some stress. We're down big. Go ahead and just let it all hang out, man. I'm not sure how he came down with that catch, but he did. And let me tell you, once he gets in open field, you can go ahead and count them 6, so you ain't catching him. Anyway, man, that might be the spark, even though we're down big. Maybe this could spark something for the Sharks offense, man. As you can see, Glover, absolutely beautiful stride going in for the touchdown, high stepping on the way there. Got to find some positives in this game as we're down big. But anyway, after the touchdown, we kick it off. Jackson's going to take the kick and get tackled down at about the 25. And on that play, actually, Rodney Edwards comes up with an injury, and that is not what we want to see, as Edwards has been one of our best players throughout this whole game, man. Not something we wanted to see. But anyway, ball on 24, 2nd and 10, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 41-14. Johnson's going to take the carry off to the right-hand side and get tackled by Troop. And it looks like Buffalo's going to put their second team in. I would too. You don't want to risk any injuries to your starters at this point. But anyway, Troop's going to come up with a big strip there, and the Sharks get the ball back late in this fourth quarter. Is it enough to turn this game around? I don't know, man. We'll see. But that's an excellent play from one of our star linebackers, man. We really could have used some of that earlier in the game, which we had a couple strips, but just weren't able to recover the fumbles. But anyway, looks like good news. Edwards is only going to be out for a quarter, which is going to be the remainder of this game. But anyway, we got Lovelady dropping back to pass. He's looking for Glover. Glover looks like he might have a step, but once again, ball's just slightly underthrown, and the safety's able to get to that pass. Lovelady's going to drop back again, as now we're pretty much in desperation mode, and we threw into double coverage to Zay Miller. Thankfully, that wasn't interception number 4, man. Anyway, Lovelady dropping back to pass again. He's rolling out to the right. He's got all types of pressure in his face. He just heaves up a prayer. Higgins looks like he's tracking it, and Higgins comes down with the catch for a touchdown. I keep telling you guys about this kid Higgins, man. And absolute desperation throw from Lovelady, but Higgins somehow able to come down with that football and actually score, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Looking for any upside out of this game. This is 41-20. We are going to go for 2. Lovelady scanning the field. Going to the right again. Finds Higgins once again, and we do convert the 2-point conversion. Score is now 41-22. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Are we able to recover this and maybe try to turn this game around? Let's see. We got Fenton on the onside kick, lining it up. He kicks it and kicks it right into the breadbasket of one of the Bulls. They're going to recover, and we'll see what we can do here on defense, man. Anyway, backup running back's going to take the ball, carry for about 4 yards on their own 37. Clock's running down. Nearing the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter, as you can see, they're going to take as much time off the clock as they possibly can. Try to button this game up. Hand off to the fullback. He's cutting it up through the D-line, running over 2 defenders as he goes for the first down. And that pretty much sums up the story of the game, man. Buffalo really just been able to do whatever they want to do against our defense. And it's something we're going to have to work on. That's all I can really say, man. No excuses. In the beginning of the season, we would look at this game on our schedule and thought, hey, this is a game we probably should win, season opener against Buffalo there in the Magnolia. And as you can see, backup running backs going ahead and taking it off to the left-hand side for another gain of about 15. They're starting to celebrate early on this win that they're likely going to get. A minute left in the fourth quarter. And Troop actually says, hey, man, I'm not done yet, and comes up with another strip, which is picked up by the D lineman Justice, who takes this almost to the 50-yard line. But with 51 seconds left to go in the game, it's a great effort. Coach Hughes really appreciates it, but probably just too little too late at this point. But anyway, man, you got to love the effort. And, yeah, do what we can. As you can see, Justice picking that thing up. Wish he had a little bit more speed. It would have been nice to try to take that back to the house for 6, but unfortunately he gets tracked down. And with 50 seconds left to go in the game, Lovelady drops back again, and Glover's going to circle back to the ball, come up with a big catch Takes it about down to the 43 seconds left to go, and we're gonna hurry up and maybe try to put some points on the board for pride's sake. Hey man, try to defend our home field a little bit and come up with some more points, more victories. No such thing. As you can see, Lovelady throws his 4th pick of the game. It hurts. It hurts, especially off of a big play. You know, maybe we'll be able to end the game on a high note with a touchdown, but unfortunately, we go ahead and throw the pick, and that's going to take us to the end of our game, man. Sharks lose. Home opener, 41-22. I can see Coach Hughes kind of talking over, chumming it up with the Buffalo head coach. What coulda, woulda, shoulda. Vincent shaking hands with the star of today's game, Simmons, who had an absolutely great game there. And the Bulls are going to go ahead and win this one. Sharks take their first loss at home. But that takes us to the post game where we show our player of the game. And naturally, it's going to be Brandon Simmons, quarterback for the Bulls. Went 13 for 17, had 208 yards with 2 touchdowns. Like I said in halftime, man, from then on, he just continued, his success on the field. Absolutely balled out. And honestly, it was nothing much we could do to stop him, man. Couldn't get a whole lot of pressure. Just gave him a lot of time in the pocket, and he lighted us up all night. But anyway, good stuff by him. And that there is going to take us to our next presentation presented by WX Sports Gear, the Shark Attack recap, where we're going to get into some of the things that we saw this game. So first of all, getting into the team stats, the score was 41-22. You can see Buffalo outperformed us, getting more first downs, total offense. Just had a better game in general, in all honesty. You can see what really hurt us there, turnovers, the margin right there, +2 for us. Not something we wanted. But now getting into some players to watch. Some highlights of the game for our team, man. We had Shannon Troop, 6 tackles, 2 forced fumbles. 2 of those forced fumbles came at the end of the game in garbage time. But hey, man, like I said, you always appreciate the effort. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we got Jared Glover. Came down with 3 receptions for 122 yards and 1 touchdown. Kind of really the only bright spot of the offense. Kind of making some, bailing the quarterback out a little bit there. But now getting into our top plays, man. At number 3, we got Lovelady rolling out to the right, throwing up a desperation throw to Higgins, who's going to track that thing down and come down to touchdown. I don't know how he made that catch, let alone catch and then score. But that's going to come in at number 3, man. Higgins is one of those guys, I keep telling you. Anyway, at number 2, we got Lovelady dropping back again, rolling off to the left. Looking for Higgins again, and that thing's going to get picked off by Holmes. Holmes is going to take it all the way back to the crib like Deion Sanders for 6, breaking tackles, hurdling guys, high-stepping his way to the end zone. And then coming in at number 1, we got the other star of tonight's game for the Bulls, Dukes, taking the handoff to the right, breaking 1 tackle, breaking the 2nd tackle, and then yelling and screaming in the end zone as he takes his team to the victory, man. So now getting into our post-game interview with Coach Hughes. Just ask him some questions about the team's performance and how he feels. And he says, we definitely got some stuff to work on, but still feel really good about this team moving forward. And that's good to hear from the coach, man. First game is definitely a learning lesson. You would have liked to come out and get the victory at home. But hey, man, there were some good things in that game. There's some bad things in that game. We'll hit the gym. We'll hit the practice field for next week and be ready to play in week 2. And that right there is going to wrap up our Shark Attack recap brought to you by WX Sports Gear. Look, man, the game didn't go the way we wanted to, but hey, we take the lessons we learned and try to apply them for next week and be a little bit better, you feel me? But anyway, man, let's go ahead and take a look at our recruit board for week 1 and see who we got and who we're looking at. So first off, we got Kevin Taylor, quarterback from Frederick, Maryland, standing 6'2", 236. Balanced tendency, 5-star caliber. Also, ESPN top 50 player. Just with the status of our school and being brand new, this guy might be kind of hard to get to the program, but hey, we can dream, right? You know what I mean? And so we do already have a good quarterback in Lovelady, but can never have too many good athletes, man. You never know what can happen with injuries and stuff like that. So let's see if we can pick this guy up. Then if we go down, we got Lawrence Benjamin, right guard, as you guys already know and have seen. With the performance from Buffalo, man, we need to show up our offensive line ASAP. As soon as we can, we need guys that know how to actually block people. You feel me? So this guy is a 4-star, 6'5", 315, absolute unit. You know what I mean? And then we're going to go ahead and assign 10 points to him just because we really want to try to get him to school. So our recruiting plan right now is going to kind of be spread out throughout the different recruits that we have, but we may end up, kind of targeting certain players as we go along and depending on interest levels and stuff like that. So we got Benjamin right here. Really hope we can be able to get him to come to our school. Then we got a free safety, Robert Chapman, 6'3", 214. Great size for the position, man. If we look at his information, he's running a 4.3 40, field awareness A. So you can see he's a 4-star caliber for a reason. He did come on an unofficial visit with us. Hopefully he didn't watch that game we just played because that might deter him a little bit. But it looks like we're going to be 6th on his interest level as far as schools go. But we'll keep talking to him and see what we can get. Then we got a right outside linebacker, James Battle. Can never have too many good playmakers on the defensive end, especially at the linebacker position. So we got him. And then we're going looking at Adam Andrews as well, 6'5". So you can see a lot of these guys have really good size at the position, man. Like I said, and a lot of these guys have really good speed. So if you look at this kid right here, he's running 4.5 at the linebacker position, standing at 6'5". Like I said, man, Coach Hughes is looking for tons of speed and just athletes in general. We need guys that can make plays, you know what I mean? And so right now we're actually sitting at the top of his list. So if we can keep performing, or at least perform a little bit better than we did last week, maybe we'll be able to land this guy here and get him to come to Seattle, man. So anyway, we got actually we have a cornerback, Thomas Thompson, 6'1", 175, Tennessee coverage. And if you saw anything, if you could take away anything from that last game, if you saw how Simmons was dotting us up, especially on that right side with Williams just getting destroyed every play, we need better quarterback play. And this guy right here, hopefully we'll be able to recruit him and sign him to our school and help in that area, man. And you can see we're actually pretty up there on his list. He's running a 4.2, field awareness A-, 40-inch vertical, hands A-. I mean, this guy's basically a receiver, playing quarterback. Can't ask for much more. And we're ahead of some top schools, so we're gonna have to definitely perform. It looks like academics is one of the things that's keeping this kid interested. So maybe it's not going to depend on our football play so much. Maybe he just wants to get a good education and play some ball while he's at it. I ain't mad at him. Anyway, moving on, we got another DB, Dominic Robinson, and surprisingly, this dude is 6'5", 180, running a 4.29. Awareness is average, vertical is outstanding, as you would expect with a 6'5" prospect. Hands A-. This guy's basically another receiver. Probably could play receiver if we really needed him to. But yeah, and we're also at the top of his list, man. So hey, man, we might be next DBU. You know what I mean? Just depends on how we play and what these recruits end up doing towards the end of the year. But then we're gonna go and look at Terrence McIntyre, middle linebacker, and then we go to the D tackle, Derek Riggs. We got absolutely shredded, our D-line did last game. So maybe we'll be able to land this guy and try to shore up that defensive line somehow. We need something. Then we're going looking at another linebacker in Travis Simmons. And then just for kicks, we got 6'6", 207 George Berry, bounce wide receiver. Like I said, man, we can never have too many athletes. This kid's running a 4.41, over 40-inch vertical. Just a kid, hey, why not? Let's take a shot. 3-star caliber, let's take a shot. 6'6", 207. What if he just decides to join our school and becomes the next Megatron for real? Hey, I ain't mad, Coach Hughes is going to do whatever we can to take this program to the next level. And, yeah, hey, you never know. But it does look like USC is up at the top of that list and some other good schools there too. So it might be tough to land this kid, but, we'll do what we can do. And then to wrap up this group, we got another offensive lineman, right tackle, Jovan Diggs, 6'6", 280. Balance, hopefully he's a little bit better than balance, man. We need dominant, you feel me? But this guy right here, bench press 455, squat 620. So those are the type of things you look for linemen and bigger guys, you know what I mean? 6'6", 280. And he says he likes the idea of getting to play in Seattle. So hey, it looks like some of these players maybe not even really looking at our football program, but just the fact that we're a new school, we've got some good things going on academically, location wise. I can't be mad at them. So we're definitely going to keep our eyes on this kid. And with that, that's going to wrap up our recruiting board. And hopefully we get some of these prospects to end up coming to our school, man, and help the program out. And we'll just build off of that. We'll just do the best that we can. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap our recruiting board. And that will actually wrap up the episode for this week, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you, if you did, give it a thumbs up, man. Like the video. Comment down below too. You know, if any of these recruits should be you, let me know. We can definitely get you guys on here. We can get you on the recruit board, get you in this game. We need, like I said, man, we need people, we need players, we need athletes, and you guys might be the player to turn our program around. So comment down below, man. Subscribe, and with that, I'm Ice G3, 3000 to be exact. I'll see you guys in the next one.